What's up, guys? Jay the Bassnerd here with the first of many figure reviews, this one being on the Mortal Kombat X Scorpion from Mezco Toys. I've been a huge fan of Mortal Kombat for as long as I can practically remember. Scorpion has always been my favorite character, and I love his design in MKX. It's all the straps and the buckles, it just looks so badass. I love it. And when I saw that they were bringing in that design to action figure form, I knew I had to get it. I picked him up a few days back, been tinkering with it a bit, and I'm just really excited to have this guy. So let's go and delve right in. We're going to start off with some of his accessories. He does come with two of these swords. Now, the blade's got a bit of a sheen on it in the light. Got some nice sculpt work done to it. Nothing too crazy on the paintwork, but it's definitely really nice. That silver is kind of shiny on one of them. I think it's this one. Yeah, I do have a little bit of paint rub right there. It came out of the package like that. No big deal. Really, really, really cool. He does have 4 interchangeable hands. He has both a left and right, like spear throwing type hand. And he also has a left and right gripping hand for the swords. See all the nails in there, strapped around the thumb. It's really, really cool. And Scorpion being Scorpion, what would he be without the spear? And I love this thing. He actually comes with 2 of these, and I am really ashamed to admit I cannot find one right now. I haven't had them that long. I know it's here. I was tinkering with it, and I know I put it up somewhere, not in the case where I normally put my accessories. And I probably went to work or something and forgot to put it back. It got knocked off, and I'll find it in like 2 weeks when I'm doing something else. But that being said, it's a pliable plastic. It's not a bendy wire. That would be cool. But it's really nice. It's got this nice silver, shiny paint job on it. Nice details. No paint shading or anything like that. Doesn't really need it. Just really, really cool. And it looks awesome on the figure. So, let's get to Scorpion. This thing is amazing. Just look at that face. It's wide eyes. The mask details are really, really great. That mask, we're going to have a talk about that mask though here in a little bit too, because there is something about that bothers me, and I will get to that. But all of these straps and buckles, the paint job is really nice, really clean. I haven't really noticed any spotty paint or anything. You know, maybe up here around the straps, you can kind of see it's yellow. The brown doesn't go all the way down on the straps. Not a huge deal. On the yellow bits, you did get something like this almost burnt orange dry brushing over, and you can see it's a little bit on his chest. It's harder to see, you know, back here and on the back there's some. It's like this burnt orange dry brushing that just looks really cool. You know, the sculpt is awesome. You know, all these buckles, you know, are sculpted in there. They're not just painted on. All the wrinkles in the pants, all the way down. Nothing at the bottom of the feet, just some peg holes. Really awesome. For articulation, Scorpion can look up. There goes that mask. We'll be talking about that. Bothers me. We'll be looking. He can look up. He can look down. Look side to side. And he does have a pretty good amount of neck pivot. Huh? Both shoulders go out about that far. There goes that mask again. Oi. Both shoulders go out about this far. They can rotate about like that. They don't go in very much, just kind of due to the sculpt. Elbow's been not quite 90 degrees. You do have a swivel at the elbow, swivel and hinge at the wrist, which is really cool. Get that mask back up there. For the waist, he does have a swivel at the waist, and you can rock it ever so slightly to the left, to the right, forward, and backwards. It's not very much, but it is enough to make some poses actually look a lot better, just by moving it that little, God, I don't even know, tiny amount. For the legs, he doesn't kick out in any direction as far as I would like. I mean, you can kind of get him doing like a side kick here, you know, type deal, but it's not very much. Kicks forward about that far. and he does kick back just a little bit. Does have a swivel up here, right above the thigh. There goes that mask. The knees bend in, not 90 degrees. I mean, that's about as far as you're going to get them. You can kind of rotate them in just a little bit more, and you can get it further, but they don't really bend that far. The knees do rotate. He rotates the foot, goes down a bit, up a bit, and he does have some pretty decent pivot, more out than in, but not too shabby at all. Now this mask, okay, you see me fight with it. It bothers me a little bit. I understand, like, the mask comes off, and I understand that in the MKX lore, Scorpion gets his humanity or whatnot, but I will never pose him without the mask. I mean, it's not that this is a bad face sculpt by any means. It really isn't. I mean, it's not a bad face sculpt at all. It just, it's not really to my taste. And the mask falls off really easily. So what I will be doing that, and before I get ahead of myself, like if you turn it, it falls, and you know, the hood will push on it and make it look all kinds of weird, and you get the gaps. So I am going to be gluing that mask into place. I will never post him without it. So for me personally, I'm going to glue it into place. But everything else looks really nice. You know, you get all of these ridges, and the skin tone is really nice. There's no paint shading on the skin or anything. It doesn't really need it. So let's get into some of the fun stuff. Swapping out his hands is easy. They pull right out. You plug a new one in. And then getting the swords in his hands is a little bit tricky. Like, you got to really kind of work them around the thumb. I mean, it's a very tight grip. And the fingers, like, I haven't really worked around the fingers yet. You know, and you can get some fun poses with the swords. My personal favorite, and the way I've had him pose the majority of the time, and I love how Mezco did this, is to pose him with the spear. And the spear's got this loop at the end. And you actually fit that right around the peg on the wrist. And then you can plug that right in there. And I absolutely, get his arm straightened out a little bit here, love how that looks. It fits right up underneath the gauntlet. And that is amazing. I just love it. And that seems to be floppy a little bit. You can bend it a little bit. I might have to heat it up and bend it. But that fits right up under the gauntlet. And that just looks amazing. I mean, you can really, get that get over here pose. With the mask on, of course. Gotta have the mask on. And it just looks awesome. I love this figure. $20 retail. It's well worth it. Well worth it. The only thing I noticed is I would really like if the swords could have been sheathed on his back. Like so, or, crisscross one on each side. It might be something that I will work on. Maybe it's something I can rig up, or, make sure it looks natural and, like it fits with the figure. But all in all, I love this thing. I love Scorpion. I love this character design for Scorpion. Let's say character design for the character, kind of redundant. Just really awesomeness. I'm really, really happy with it. Well worth the money. I mean, for sure, well worth the money. Just a few things bothered me about it. No big deal. Things that can easily be remedied or fixed. To my liking anyway. Some people may prefer, might be okay with those things, and that's perfectly fine. We have Scorpion up on the shelf, posed in all of his awesomeness. I appreciate everybody for watching. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button while you're at it. I'll be posting up some new videos here soon. Until next time, guys, take care, and I will see you later. Bye now.